A daughter of ex-House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ripped into outgoing First Lady Jill Biden over the weekend, seemingly comparing her to Shakespeare's power-hungry, ruthless Lady McBeth. The Dem First Lady recently took a swipe at Pelosi over the Democratic mutiny against President Biden last summer, and Alexandra Pelosi, the lefty California congresswoman's daughter, responded by saying her mom is actually one of the few friends Joe Biden has left. "If I was Lady McBiden, I'd put on my big girl pants, play the long game and think about my husband's legacy," Alexandra snipped to Politico on Saturday. "There aren't that many people left in America who have something nice to say about Joe Biden, and Nancy Pelosi is one of them," the younger Pelosi said. In an interview published last week, Jill, 73, openly questioned her decades-long friendship with Nancy Pelosi, 84, in light of the Dem revolt against her husband, which the former speaker had her fingerprints all over. "We were friends for 50 years, Jill lamented to the Washington Post in the interview. "Let's just say I was disappointed with how it unfolded," she added about Pelosi's rumored role in her husband's ouster as the party's 2024 presidential candidate. "I don't know. I learned a lot about human nature." President Biden had been urged to throw in the towel on his re-election bid, particularly after his fumbling June debate performance against President-elect Donald Trump. While Nancy Pelosi was adamant she never called anybody during the mutiny, she had left open the possibility that jittery Democrats had called her and that she was heavily behind the effort to oust Joe Biden. Allies of the former House Speaker have claimed she didn't use coercive means to pressure the president to step aside. "There were no threats," a source familiar with the situation told Politico. "She just told him the truth, he was losing in every poll and people had lost confidence." But Pelosi also had gone on MSNBC's Morning Joe, rumored to be the president's favorite political program, and suggested he still hadn't made up his mind about dropping out, just days after he penned a letter to members of Congress insisting he would stay in the 2024 race. Meanwhile, the ex-speaker would mix lavish praise of the 82-year-old outgoing president with harsh words about his campaign. At one point, she publicly suggested that he deserved a spot on Mount Rushmore. Yet after Vice President Kamala Harris replaced Joe Biden at the top of the Dem ticket and famously lost to Trump, Nancy Pelosi told the New York Times that had the president gotten out of the race sooner, the Dems might have had a better chance at winning. "Kamala may have, I think she would have done well in that and been stronger going forward," Nancy Pelosi said. And because the president endorsed Kamala Harris immediately, that really made it almost impossible to have a primary at that time. President Biden, who awarded Nancy the Medal of Freedom in May, just weeks before Democrats turned against him, went months without speaking to Pelosi after the revolt. "A number of my Democratic colleagues in the House and Senate thought that I was going to hurt them in the races. And I was concerned if I stayed in the race, that would be the topic you'd be interviewing me about. Why did Nancy Pelosi say something?" he told CBS News Sunday morning over the summer. Alexandra, 54, a filmmaker and one of Nancy's 5 children, has long been very outspoken on behalf of her mother. 2 years ago, she cut a documentary on the January 6, 2021, Capitol riots that spotlighted her mother's reactions to it.